viewers, welcome once again to my YouTube channel Micro Teaching English. I am Subhashish Bandyopadhyay as usual with the English lessons. Today I would like to send you a video on Blue Bead and would like to entitle is The Important Aspects in Blue Bead by Nora Burke. Nora Burke, had been writing near the end of the 20th century. She had been visiting the forests of India with her father, who was a forest officer, usually on visiting on the back of an elephant, and had been noticing the Indian forests quite closely. And this had given to the creation of Blue Bead, the short story. Here there are several important things that the students must note. At the beginning, there is the onset of the story. Here we have the river bed with stones scattered here and there, and usually such river bed can be found in the several places of Madhya Pradesh, where the plateau is cut by several shallow rivers. Here we find a description of a glassy, shallow water of a river, and on which the crocodile is waiting for its prey. The birds are flying now and then to pick up their food from the river, and there is a blue bead which has been formed out of rolling of a stone, collecting moss on it and giving the color of blue bead, and it has been pocketed in the river bed at a place. Then we have the discussion about Sibia, a 12-year-old girl wearing a rag, and several garlands are made of natural beads like lal lal biji and other such seeds. She has the habit of eating chapatis with oil and chili. She is a girl who covets to have a new garland, but as the needle of their house is broken, she cannot procure that. She also collects paper grass, which she procures along with her neighboring women folks from the riverside, and she has to cross the river and collect them and sell them to a person who send it through wagons to the paper factory, and on her way she crosses the market where she finds so many sweetmeats, honey colored sweetmeats, and several dress materials and other things like bangles which she covets, but she cannot have that ability to buy. Usually she goes with her neighboring women crossing a nomadic race called Gujar. They have their buffaloes. They are in the situation between pastoral and farm life, agricultural life. they stay at a place and until they can sell their products, they stay there, and when it is finished, often people buy the cuffs of buffalo for tiger hunting. But when the situation does not avail any good for them, they leave the place. However, there are several adjectives used or synonymous expressions for crocodile, like ghorial, the fish hunting ghorial, the antediluvian saurian, the juggernauts, the mahasar. All these words have to be known by the students, and at least some paraphrasing must have in their side to explain them, and often ICSE set questions for it, and you should know it very clearly what the phrases exactly mean. Now, Sibia along with her womenfolk crossed the river and went along. By crossing that particular river where the crocodile had been waiting in shallow water, they cross the bank and go on to collect the paper grass. Now there is a discussion how in her infancy Sibia's mother left her on the bank, and where in the cablets she had been painting or drawing several things. Such practices went on till she reached her 12th year, and as the woman returned, one of the women had been attacked by the crocodile. She was caught by her leg and dragged, though she tried to arrest it by holding a log, but it was too weak for her to do so, and the crocodile took her into the water. Sibia, who had been carrying the fork for collecting grass, noticed it, and as the ghara went off, she noticed it, but at the same time the sight of the crocodile caught her attention, and she went like a deer on the rocks and pounced on the crocodile with her fork, putting into the eyes that went through its jaw. At the onset of the story, there is a discussion how hard the crocodile skin is, and it has been already referred that even the bullet cannot penetrate the hide, only the eyes and the underarms are vulnerable to such shots. And here we have the situation that at last the crocodile gave in and left the woman. Sibia put some sand on the wound of the woman's anklet. However, Sibia reaches by holding that wounded woman to the village and leaves once again to collect her grass and fork. And as she goes once again there, she finds out the blue bead, she takes it home, and though her mother scolds her very much because there was already the marks of snake bites on her body, she had been quite worried about her. Boldly, Sibia announces how she had a blue bead in the river and saved the woman. Here, the students must note that blue bead, though a tiny particle, a stone, that actually skeletoned the story quite deftly by Nora Burke, and you must know the tricks of fashioning of a story as she did here in Blue Bead. The students must know several questions that they will be asked to answer. That is, at the beginning, how was the place with the crocodile on the riverbed? You can also be asked about several expressions usually placed for the crocodile, that is antediluvian saurian, the juggernaut, the Mahasar, etc. Then you have to know why the Gujars led a nomadic life. Again, you should also be asked how the little blue bead is related to the story, how Sibia rescued the woman from the clutch of the crocodile, how it reflects the life of the people living with Sibia in the forest. All these have to be noted quite closely and answers to be written well enough before your examination. I wish that you must know all the answers and all the difficult expressions of the story, so that in the ICSE you do really well, at least for the questions set from Blue Bead by Nora Burke. I wish you all the best for your ICSE, and ask me about any queries you have for Blue Bead, and I will surely answer you through comment, which you would respond surely. I hope you will cooperate as you had been with me so long, pushing my subscription to beyond 200, and share with your friends, and if you like, do it surely. Thank you all. Have a nice day.